Hello, everybody. Welcome to new video game. It's time for Paranormasight, the Mermaid's Curse. Paranormasight was probably one of my favorite mystery games that had come out sort of recently. At the time we played it, I thought it was really good, and I was hoping it would get a sequel, and then like a year and a half later or something, it did. So let's play it. Also, Boko's here.
Alright.
Because she was here for the first one. Sadly, this will not be the case with 2x2. I don't think I can get Swissy again. I think he's dead. My apologies for the wait. Welcome, welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. I am the storyteller, your guide to the world of Paranormasight. Now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story, but there are some important matters I must address first, so please bear with me a while longer. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. When you wish to access these saves, or memories if you will, you may call them forth from the load screen. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. I see it. From here, you can check the text log, view files, and adjust your settings for auto mode. You can also adjust the volume and other game options in the options menu. If you find that certain effects make the text difficult to read, you may turn them off. I'd recommend you check the brightness controls and other settings now before continuing. Yep. The mouse controls are click. Did you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Menus are fancy. Makes like a splash noise. That's cool. I love it when a game has like fun menus. Now let us go over the basic controls. When the game is in your control, you may drag the screen to look at your surroundings. You will once again be able to become able to move after this, so try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Wonderful, well done. You may also select the face of an individual in front of you to talk to them. Please, go ahead and try with me. Bravo, a fine display. There are times when you will be presented with options such as these. Do not fear, you will come to know where we are eventually. Select the storyteller's face to talk to. Okay. Once you have seen everything an option has to offer, a check mark will appear next to it, like so. Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? But there is no need for concern. It is for that reason that I am here to guide you after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. That is all for my explanation of the basic controls. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Yes, there is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as a guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Honjo. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? I am. Is that so? So we have met before, then. You looked quite different during our previous encounter, so I failed to recognize you at first. It's the estrogen. My apologies. In that case, there is nothing I need to warn you about. Well, I believe I have kept... Concerning. What were you going to warn me about, storyteller? Well, I believe I have kept you waiting long enough. The tale you're about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Ise Bay, a stretch of sea bordering the Mie prefecture. Specifically, those legends involving mermaids. Yes, as the subtitle suggests, our subject this time is the widely familiar Mermaid. This drawing is really good. Since ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends include the idea that eating their flesh grants immortality. The tale of Yao Bikuni, who continues to be told in such places such as Wakasa Province, modern-day Fukui Prefecture, is perhaps the most well-known. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, just as I mentioned, these are only some of the many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They've also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for myriad reasons, irrespective of era or culture. Files updated. Mermaids. Mermaids.
Mermaids.
Mermaids. There's actually quite a lot here. Dugong. Issei Bay. This map doesn't help me at all. Yes, the files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. It seems you've already taken a look, but I do recommend reading them if you have the chance. These may allow you to enjoy the story even more. Words highlighted in pale blue usually indicate there is a related entry in your files. Now then, allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kameshiba, an isolated island in the waters of Issei Bay. God something. I don't know what Shiba is.
You knew.
Island between Atsumi and Shima. Island's name. Oh, Kame is turtle. Kame's. Yeah, well. You know.
Kame house.
Yes. Turtle house. You will experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island, one Yuza Minakuchi. If nothing else, please remember that. Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage, and do enjoy the tale. Bloop, 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 bloop. This story is a work of fiction based on existing locations and legends. Please note that one of the locations that appears in this game, Kameshima, is a fictional island with no counterpart in reality.
We changed the disclaimer slightly.
Did you come to me, or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. The Tales of Issei, Passage 69. Nice. Kari no Tsukai. Boat. August 7th, 1980X. Morning. Toba City, Mie Prefecture, Kameshima, Southern Sea. Right, this should do it. All good to go, Yuza? Oh, I'm Yuza. I guess I'm probably both of them. I don't think you want either of these, probably. Yep, ready as ready can be. I feel so light, I bet I could even outswim a shark. No, more than that. I was born for this moment. The legend of Kameshima's patron saint of diving begins today. Kameshima youth, Yuza Minakuchi. Apprentice Ama diver. Lost his parents in a large-scale maritime accident. His current diver rank is 1. Whoa, that sounds pretty impressive, but this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. Well, I'm glad to see you're raring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. Best friend, Azumi Kumoi.
So he's like dead, right?
Which one?
Best friend.
Maybe. Maybe. Father was a fisherman. Mother responsible for looking after his brother. Frank, easygoing relationship. Yeah, blah, blah. No need to worry, Asami. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. Aha, I'll hold you to that. The diving minigame will now commence. Follow the instructions and get used to the controls, then press dive when you're ready.
Dive! Dive!
Excuse me?
Hey.
I was not anticipating there would be a diving minigame or stats. Yeah. This is already like throwing me a little bit. I'm so excited.
Do you need like Tums or anything?
Move mouse to look around or left click to control action. This action will automatically switch between swim, harvest, or return to boat depending on the situation. Areas where sea creatures are located will be marked with Begin by looking around to try to locate any potential catches. Oh, I've got an air meter. Are you real? No, okay. Your oxygen gauge will decrease when diving. Be sure to go back to the boat before it runs out. You can return to the boat anytime by turning your viewpoint upwards and selecting Return to Boat. Your remaining oxygen will continue to decrease on the way back, so don't wait until it's too late. Wow. How the fuck did I die already? What?
Foolish.
You know what? I went too far from the boat. That's on me. Okay, go back. Damn. You have way less time than I anticipated.
You're holding your breath.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for 2 and then return to boat. Gathering complete. I got 2 urchins.
Urchins.
Alright, that was enough to level up. Stay underwater longer, swim faster, return to boat faster. Either time gathering creatures.
Stay underwater faster should be your...
Stay underwater longer? Yeah, I think so. It's either... Yeah. I wonder if any of this is gonna matter.
Might.
Okay, looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you could probably get at this time of year is probably abalone. Snagging just one is something to be proud of. But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful.
It's a roguelike.
I was really not anticipating that there would be like a mini game. Divers, most often written with characters meaning sea and woman.
Nice.
Refers to women who free dive for shellfish, seaweed, and other marine products. It said, although divers operate in many regions, the Seimon and Domon symbols to ward off misfortune. There are none to be found, blah, blah. Abalone harvested by divers in Kuzuki is blah, 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 blah. Note, although Amma is sometimes written with characters meaning sea and man when the diver is male, this game only uses the traditional characters of sea and woman when the language is set to Japanese. On account of, one must assume, the mermaids. It's not like you have to master everything all at once. We can take off whenever you're ready. Alright. Bye, buddy. Bye. Now let's look for some abalone. Fimsh!
You get it. Now, I'd be pretty stoked if this was actually the whole game.
Like, it's not gonna be, right? But, like, it would be... I think I just critted that. Alright, back to boat.
I mean, there are types of games like this. Like,
yeah.
like I think Everblue is kind of like this.
Dave the Diver is like this, technically.
Yeah, but that one's crit.
Why is Dave the Diver cringe?
Cringe.
Why?
Cringe.
I think we'll take that. Oh, I can just keep going. Okay, cool. I'm not stopping until I find an abalone.
So are you sure it's not abalone?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure of anything at all. Oh, gotta
Or
go.
anything you're sure of.
Feel like I'm gonna fail.
Like even one thing.
Lived. It's just like I'm waiting for something to go wrong, you know?
You gotta level up first.
My gathering speed. Dive. Fimsh. Okay, there's some like deep over here, right? Oh, that looks dangerous. I don't think I can handle that yet.
You can handle it. Get in there.
No, I don't think I can.
Get in there, piss baby.
Alright, I can one-shot these now. Alright, back to boat. No, I'm not making that. Nailed it. I gotta level up some stats first before I can make that, I think. Because that looks like a deep hole. Okay, which direction is that hole? It's like immediately behind me, right? Oh, there. Is that one? No. Alright, gotta go back to boat. The rope is kind of a smart idea. Okay, I think probably if I level up diving more, hopefully that'll give me enough time to actually get into the boat, or into the hole. Diver rank 5. Yay! I did it.
Excellent.
Okay, which way was that hole? That way is the hole. Yeah, like, that looks crazy dangerous.
Nah, that's cool as hell.
Huh?
Don't listen to the stats about how many people die in caves.
What the hell is that? No, get away from me!
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. Ah! The Mermaid's Curse. That's a hell of an intro. Encountered an apparition in the depths of the sea. Dive failed. Retry.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Urchins are too fucking tough for me.
True.
I can get one more. Where is it? There was one like right next to me. Okay. Back to boat. Uh-oh. 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 Made it. I like that doing that just puts me back into the diving minigame, like, immediately, as if nothing happened, right? Like,
Nothing happened.
Like, what the fuck? I'm finding that fucking abalone, though, before I continue. Okay, if it's not that way, which way would it be? Like, this way, maybe?
Who can say?
Aha! Maybe. My fucking boss creature. Actually, I should probably start going back. Boat's really far away. I found one. Rank 6, yay! Hey, what the fuck was that, man?
Don't worry about it.
Right, let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, Yuza. Managed to get a fair bit of diving in, huh? I bet you feel like you've got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diver rank's going up at least a bit, too. So, do you feel any different? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope.
What?
I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been. I guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? So, what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Talk about the hole.
Talk about hole. I'm always talking with my friends about
I'm always
hole.
talking about hole. Azumi? Before we head back, could we talk for a bit? Sure, what's up?
You want to talk about hole?
Want to talk about some hole? Ocean. Kamishima is located in the waters near the entrance to Ise Bay. As such, there are strict regulations on both the times and places ama diving is allowed. Boat. This fishing boat, the Sayun Maru, belongs to Azumi's family. I don't have a boat of my own, so Azumi was kind enough to bring it out for me. It used to belong to his dad, so it's getting on in years, but he takes good care of it. Seems he's hoping to keep using it for years to come. Anything else on boat that I should know about? Nope. It's just boat things. Alright, what's up? Oh, hold on. Think. I'm still struggling to process what just happened. I've got to tell Azumi. So, when I was diving just now, a giant hole in the seabed that you've never heard of before. Yeah, the rocks around it looked like they'd only recently collapsed. So I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Now that you mention it, there was a pretty big earthquake around here about 3 months ago. Maybe that had something to do with it? Oh, that's right. That would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole in the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to take a look inside? Be pretty dangerous, but I guess I might, yeah. Right? So I went closer to try and get a better look. Did you see anything? Well, when I looked down into the hole, a ghost or something that looked like me suddenly rose up from the depths. A ghost that looked like you? It swam towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand something to me, or maybe it was trying to tell me something? Man, what did you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. I felt like I couldn't resist somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and a lack of proper vigilance. Sure, man.
True.
Sounds like there wasn't much you could do about it, though. Hey, Yuza. That thing you ran into.
Use a bit.
Do you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? I'm gonna need some context for that one. Do you have any for me? No. Tomokazuki? A Tomokazuki, huh? But why would something like that be here? What is a Tomokazuki? Huh? You never heard of it? Well, I guess not. Even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar, though. The Tomokazuki is a sort of ghost story around these parts. The story goes that sometimes when diving, an ama diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. That other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. Something they want.
You did want an abalone.
I did want an abalone. He wasn't holding one, though. When the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs them and drags them to the bottom of the sea. Whoa, that's scary. But wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. Maybe I'd forgot it at home or something. At home.
Okay, man.
At home, huh? The abalone? Yeah, the abalone. Maybe I left it at home. Huh. Maybe the Tomokazuki is more careless than the legends let on. You're pretty forgetful, though, so maybe it became such a perfect copy that it imitated that aspect of you as well. Oh, that damn Tomokazuki, it knows my every weakness. Now that you mention it, though, I do think I remember that story from when I was younger. I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? No worries, it was a while ago, you know? So did anything happen after you took its hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. I thought maybe I'd blacked out due to a lack of oxygen and it had been some sort of hallucination. I see. Yeah, I guess that's possible. But if that's the case, that means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw, and that would be super embarrassing. Some people do say the Tomokazuki legends might have come about because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal even if it was a hallucination. The most important thing is that you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. By the way, you know those symbols on your diving gear? Symbols? Yeah, Seimon and Domon. The Alma divers around here all have them somewhere on their outfits. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But if I ran into a Tomokazuki just now, wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe, but it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. The sea's a dangerous place even without the Tomokazuki around. Things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see. So without this charm, I could have been attacked by a shark. Glad I had it then. Seriously, a shark would have been no laughing matter. It's true, you should never laugh at a shark. Hey, Azumi, about the Tomokazuki just now. Yeah? Do you think it has anything to do with what we're looking into? Ah, a flashback. Unlocked past recollection chapter. Yuzu Minakuchi. Something I want to do. Ah, my apologies for the interruption. I would like to take this chance to inform you about a unique ability of yours, the recollection feature. But to make things clear, I must first...
Today's sponsor.
Today's sponsor, Surfshark. Have you ever wanted to search online for things, but you're afraid of being spied on by your ISP? To make things, I don't even...
Yes.
Is Surfshark even a fucking VPN? I don't remember.
Yes, it is.
Okay. But to make things clear, I must first tell you about the story chart. From here on, you will return to this screen, the story chart, at breaks in the story. You see, the story you will witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. The screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things, as well as select where you wish to proceed to next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, that indicates it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when a recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock a new chapter, a past recollection chapter for you to experience. A most remarkable
Woof.
Woof. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Once you have unlocked such a chapter, it will become available in the story's chart for you to peruse as you wish. This ability will be key to unraveling the tale before you, so do be... I'm dying. Sure to press the recollection button when you see it come up. With that, please enjoy this continuation of this tale. If so, could your mom have become an Alma diver because she wanted to find the Tomokazuki? But she wouldn't have worn something with this charm on it if that were true, right? Good point. Does that mean I can... Oh, I don't have access to the story chart yet. Okay. I clicked on the ocean by accident. Just gotta take a brief look around me in case anything has changed. Oh, I can see the island from here. The island on the horizon is Kamishima, where I was born and raised. That's it.
So true.
True. Is that all you wanted to talk about? There's more. No, there's more. Actually, this might be the most important part. I realize there's something I need to do after this. Something really important. Hey, so you found a lead down there after all. I'm serious. If I don't pull this off, something terrible is going to happen. Hey, I believe you. Go on, tell me everything. Ah, this is the diving minigame button. Let's get some context. August 6th, 1980X, afternoon, Kamishima, Kantekisho Ruins. I see. If you say you want to be an alma diver, then of course you got my full support. But something tells me you're not just doing this for Tsuyu. People are bound to talk if you become an alma diver here. You must have some other reason, one big enough to risk everyone running their mouths. I knew I couldn't hide anything from you, Azumi. Wouldn't even take me 0.2 seconds to see through one of your lies. So what's up? Tell me everything. Surroundings. These are the ruins of an old wartime building, the Kantakisho. The building's been abandoned, so hardly anyone ever comes here, which makes it the perfect place for private meetings. Having been abandoned after the Second World War, the observation post has since fallen into disrepair and the entrance is now forbidden to the general public. Also got the Seimon and Domon symbols. I didn't know about the Seimon. I didn't realize had a name, but the Domon I don't think I knew about. Hey, Azumi. What I'm about to say is going to sound pretty crazy. You still want to hear it? Sure, bring it on. Thanks. I'll come right out and say it then. I'm looking for a mermaid, and I need to find one by tomorrow. Oh, a mermaid, huh? And by tomorrow at that. That's gonna be tough. I'm being serious. In fact, I've never been more serious. I really do have to find a mermaid by tomorrow. I can tell you're not joking by the look on your face. You got some sort of reason for saying this, right? Go on, I'm listening. Thanks, Azumi. I should be able to tell Azumi everything, right? Is it okay if I talk a little about the disaster 5 years ago? Ah, the disaster, huh? If you're okay with it, sure. I was in middle school at the time, and my parents had taken me out into the bay on a little fishing boat. This massive storm came out of nowhere and sank all 3 fishing boats that got caught up in it. I was the only one who survived. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. The Southern Sea Disaster.
Hooray!
10 people went missing. His father and both of the protagonist's parents. After the accident, deep Sarah fishermen and alma divers temporarily stopped fishing to mourn. Yuza lost his memory. Got isolated because he didn't feel sad. Yeah. So what about the disaster did you want to talk about? Well, I've recently started to remember some things about what happened. For real? I know your memories of the disaster were kind of hazy due to the shock. But it's great that you're starting to remember. Oh, but I guess it's not exactly something you'd want to remember, huh? Sorry for getting all fired up. It's okay. It actually hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's just that the things I've remembered are a bit strange, so I couldn't bring myself to say anything. Sorry for keeping quiet up to now. Strange, huh? Well, I can see why you'd want to keep it to yourself, all things considered. Don't sweat it. So about the accident. When we ran into the storm, our boat got caught in a whirlpool and started to sink. My parents gave me a life buoy and lowered me into the water. They were frantic, and I was too stunned to do anything but go along with what was happening. I can imagine. That must have been really scary. The waves were knocking me around, so it took everything I had just to hold onto the buoy. In the end, I just watched as the boat was swallowed by the water. I couldn't do anything else. It wasn't anything you could have done. It wasn't your fault, Yuza. But right after that,
The accident was 14 years ago.
You have to let go. But right after that, this huge wave came crashing down on me. And I got dragged down to the depths of the sea, life buoy and all. Huh? You got pulled under, but I thought... Yeah, up until now, I thought I managed to miraculously stay afloat until I got rescued. But I remember now, I was pulled down underneath the waves. I remember being caught in a current and tossed all about underwater. I couldn't breathe. I was so sure I was going to die there. But then someone grabbed my hand. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah, someone grabbed my hand.
I was barely conscious by that point, so it's not like I saw them clearly or anything. But I'm certain someone was there with me. Someone who grabbed hold of me and pulled me to safety. And from what I remember... You're saying they were a mermaid? Ba-ba-ba? That little fucking sound effect kills me sometimes. Exactly. So you were saved by a mermaid. I'm sure of it, and it looked exactly what first comes to mind when you hear the word mermaid. A real mermaid, huh? But it was a really extreme situation, so it's entirely possible I was just seeing things. Which would mean I called you out here just to talk about some hallucination I had, and if that's the case, I'm going to be super embarrassed.
Again.
Again? Well, that hasn't happened yet. For the first time. I mean, you're standing here talking to me now, right? So you must have gotten out of that situation somehow. And I can't imagine any normal person being able to stay afloat in a storm like that, let alone managing to save someone. Same. You'd have to be some sort of superhuman or something. Or not human at all. Man, who'd have guessed there were mermaids here in Issei? If I really was saved by a mermaid, I owe them my life. I'd like to thank them in person if possible. Makes sense, so that's why you're looking for them, huh? Well, if we manage to find them, I've got to thank them for saving you too. So I was thinking of heading to where the disaster happened and diving there to see if I can find anything. Wait. Are you sure? You almost died there. I'll be fine. In fact, since I've never gone near there since the disaster happened, I was also thinking I'd like to do something to honor my parents and your dad's memory. Yeah, I'd like to at least offer flowers, if nothing else. The others have always kept their distance, but it's not like going there is forbidden or anything. Let's do it! Thanks, Azumi. I owe you one. There's no guarantee the mermaid will still be around there, right? I'm thinking it'd be good to have more of a lead before we head out there. About that, do you mind if I say something crazy? Again? Sure, what's up? You remember my mom, right? Of course I remember Mrs. Mare. Well, she wasn't originally from Kamishima, but she met my dad when she moved here and ended up marrying him. But even to me, she never really seemed to fit in here. Well, I can't really disagree there. She never spoke to me much either. Some people even outright told me not to talk to her, you know? Said she was suspicious because we didn't know anything about her. Stuff like that. I guess that's understandable. She didn't really involve herself in community activities and almost never participated in local events. It felt like she was always keeping her distance from the other islanders somehow. 20 years here, and she was still considered an outsider. Yeah, I never knew how to bring it up to you, but I always kind of wondered. Was there some sort of reason for that? Not as far as I know. Dan and Gran never seemed to mind, so I figured that's just how she was. But looking back at things now, it was pretty weird. Huh. Well, I guess even I thought she was a bit of an oddball at times. Hold on, I meant to click on that. Oh, it's not in files. Profiles, different menu. Occupation, Yuza's mother. No, that's not a job.
I think being a mother is a job.
Well, yes, but she was also a diver. I would call that her occupation. Well, I guess, yeah, I read that. You say that, but I think you're getting to be pretty similar to her. What? Really? Yep. What's that saying? Marching to the beat of your own drum? You're both like that. Really? I never realized. I've been so blind. A blind fool! Yep, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Huh? But why'd you bring up your mom all of a sudden? Well, looking back now, there were a few things that always bothered me. Oh? For a start, no one ever told me where my mom was from. She was also a natural at ama diving, but I never saw her eat any seafood. And sometimes at night, she'd suddenly say she wanted to go look at the sea before going out and not coming back for hours. Oh, I guess that is all pretty weird, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not all. When I was sorting through my mom's belongings, I found this. We usually keep it at the family altar, but I brought it along today to show you. What is that, a fish scale? It's huge. It's got to be at least 7 or 8 centimeters long. I always just figured she'd held onto it because it was a rare find. But once I remembered the mermaid, I began to wonder. What fish could this scale have come from? And why was my mom holding on to it? Whoa, hold it right there. You're not saying... I am. The mermaid who rescued me back then was... my mom. Myself. I think it was my mom. What do you think? I don't know. It's pretty out there. Could that even be possible? So your theory is your mom used to be a mermaid, but she became a human so she could live among us?
Say that.
I did glance at the camera just now. Yeah, but she turned back into a mermaid when the disaster happened and wasn't able to come back afterwards. How does that sound? I don't know. But after hearing your story, I can't just dismiss it out of hand either. If that's really the case, and my mom really is still out there in the sea somewhere, even if in a different form, I was thinking it'd be nice if I could see her again. It might be because they're still treated as missing instead of dead, but it still hasn't really sunk in that my parents are gone. I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my pops is just gonna show up at home again like nothing ever happened. Though even if your mom's alive, I guess it'd be hard for her to show up if she's back in her mermaid form now. If my mom really does have some sort of connection to mermaids, then maybe that was the reason she never really fit in here. It might help clear up any mistaken impressions the others have of her anyway. I see. So you think that by trying out alma diving like your mom did, you might be able to find something out? And maybe if you're lucky, you'll run into a mermaid in the process. Yeah. And if I really am descended from mermaids somehow, it's possible that diving might awaken something in me. Oh, right, I hadn't thought of that.
Okay.
I appreciate that this guy is just straight up insane and his best friend is down for it. I guess if your legs suddenly become fins, we'll know for sure you're a second-generation mermaid. Okay, I think I've gotten the gist of what you want to do now. Thanks for understanding, Azumi. I haven't been happy with how people have been treating you ever since the disaster either, and what they say about your mom. If there's anything I can do to clear the air, I want to help. Thanks, I appreciate it. Though I don't know how people will react if you suddenly start talking about mermaids. It might be best to keep quiet about that part for now and just say you're looking into your mom. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be best. Okay, now we got that settled, how about we head out tomorrow morning? That should be good. That sound good to you? Yep, I've been doing some training in secret, so I'm all set. My diving level is 1, I would say.
Only 1? That's really bad, dude.
Still, having to find a mermaid by tomorrow is pretty sudden. What's with the tight deadline? Well, sorry, I can't say right now. If we manage to find one, I'll explain everything, I promise. Well, as long as you tell me later, it's all good. Oh, here's an idea. If you're in that much of a rush, how about we talk to Tsukasa and Sato? Maybe they'll be able to help out. I wonder. It would be nice to have more help. But would they even believe me? The whole thing is pretty crazy, after all. Besides, Tsukasa's going back to the mainland soon. I'd hate to bother her now. True. Still knowing Tsukasa, she might be surprisingly on board with the whole thing. See, Nope. You want to take Tsukasa?
See, I knew he'd be here.
Bam. Got him.
Which one is which?
Unclear to me instantly. Whoa, speak of the devil. Gah, when did you two get here? That one's Tsukasa. On the right.
Oh, talking... Okay, let me read the thing and take a drunk walker.
Yep.
Talking about something you didn't want us to hear, were you? Boys will be boys, I guess. Kill them.
Childhood friend, Tsukasa Awao.
Wow.
Tsukasa Awawa. Occupation high school student and apprentice alma diver. Boasts excellent grades and a sharp intuition.
Oh, that's a lot of information.
Yeah. Single mother household. Hey, you've got us all wrong. We weren't talking about anything like that. Yeah, you gotta hear me out, Tsukasa. I was powerless to resist. I refused at first, but Azumi insisted and...
Oh, tell me more.
Might as well admit it, Yuza. And Sato, what's with the sudden keen interest? Enigmatic girl, Sato Shiranami. Occupation house guest.
I love this occupation.
Roughly 3 months ago, she suddenly arrived claiming she was a child of a relative of the Wakamarus. She doesn't attend school. She just kind of chills at the house.
Hell yeah.
They speculate she might be daughter of one of his borrowers sent to work as a domestic servant to pay off a debt. Let's all calm down, okay? It's not like that. We were having a perfectly normal conversation.
Yeah, sure. Anyway.
Hey, don't just brush me off. You're getting pretty worked up, Azumi. Don't act all innocent. You're the one who caused this mess, you know.
Sorry to interrupt your fun, but I really did have something to say. Folks are worried you haven't showed up to the association meeting, Azumi. You should probably get going.
Oh, damn, the meeting. It totally slipped my mind. Sorry, Yusa. I gotta go for now, but I'll get in touch later. No problem. Thanks for coming, even though you're so busy. She disappears.
I guess we'll be on our way too, then. Sorry, but we got some important business of our own to handle. We won't be able to help out with whatever you're up to.
Recollection. Unlock past recollection chapter. Sato Shiranami. Advice. So did you hear what we were talking about?
Only the part where my name came up. I didn't want to be nosy, though.
I see. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here to get Azumi.
I don't know what you guys are up to, but you piqued my interest. Be sure to tell me all about it later, okay? Anyway, see you later. Come on, Sato. Roger. They're doing weird shit.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Just one more thing. You better not forget about the day after tomorrow. Tell Azumi he better remember too.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell him later. Explosions. Oh, we're playing as her, not as the... Oh, okay. Do you think this is gonna have a secret fourth? Oh my god.
Sato, you got a sec? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this. Sure, what's up? If you've got a problem, leave it to me, Kamashima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia.
Oh.
What? Wow, that's pretty impressive.
She's a nerd.
That's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although I think the walking, talking kind of implies you're living already. Either way, I hope you can help. You know that even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I've got to help you, Tsukasa. Right. You're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, so please don't go dying on me. Thanks for being there for me, though. Come on, let's go somewhere with no one else around then.
August 6th, 1980X. Morning, Kamishima, Chuo Street. Pardon me a moment, young ladies.
Yes? You mean us?
Yes, sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions.
Oh, are you here sightseeing? Welcome to Kamishima.
I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. We're looking for the Wakamaru residence. Would you happen to know where it is?
You did not get that. The Wakamura residence?
Oops.
May I ask who you are?
Oh, of course. Please pardon my manners. My name is Yumiko Shiki, a housewife from over in Tokyo. Tokyo housewife, Yumiko Shiki.
Oh, a housewife.
And this here is Soto Kiryu. He's something like an assistant to me. My pleasure. This fucking guy looks extremely suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wearing a cloak.
Oh, you must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you?
Ah, so it was that way. Thank you, but I believe... Why does he have a pipe? I believe we can manage from here.
I'm aura farming.
Believe it or not, we've been running all around the region. We're quite used to the area by now. BAM!
Recollection within a recollection?
Yumiko Shiki. Futamigo Migaura investigation. Okay.
Futurama investigation.
The Futurama investigation.
Got it. Take care then.
Ma'am, is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later. We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping you. That's the detective guy. It's gotta be.
Huh, so those two had a really strange vibe. The old man sure gets some unusual guests. Yeah, and there was something about them. You don't think that's the kind of aura that sorcerers would give off? Ah, I know what you're getting at. I heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying the old man Wakamura has been super reliant on some shady sorcerer lately.
They have? Oh my god.
Oh,
He's a thumb!
Local magnate.
local thumb.
Local thumb. Currently holds many key positions, including serving as head of the Fisheries Cooperative Association, and he is probably going to be the next mayor. It is said that he has recently become an ardent devotee of a famous sorcerer in Tokyo.
Oh, sauce.
They say they did say they were from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato. Let's go. Yep.
Fucking gay-ass homosexual adventures.
We're going to Bay. Wow, this is a very long way to walk.
We don't know the scale.
August 6, 1980X, afternoon, Kamishima Bay.
Okay, this spot should work fine. Oh man, I'm actually about to talk about it. I'm getting super nervous. Kasa asking me for advice? Something must really be weighing on her. She's usually so quick to decide and act on anything. This is rare for her.
Yeah, this sure is a beach.
This is a fucking Google panorama of a real beach.
Yeah.
A little bit is quite hard to find, so hardly anyone ever comes here, including tourists. Which makes it a great place to talk in secret.
Seems kind of
At least
out of
it's
the
not
way.
the beach. It's not the beach that makes you old, though. That's on the other side of the island. Alrighty, so you said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Miss Tsukasa? Well, I do want your advice, but I'm not really sure where to start. Well, I guess this really isn't an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start her off with another topic to loosen her up.
Talk about advice. No, wait. Shit. Talk about TV shows? I don't know. What do people talk about?
I don't know. A lot of people at my work do talk about TV shows, and they all sound like such dog shit.
Oh, Tsukasa, that reminds me. Did you catch up that 2-hour suspense drama the other day?
Columbo?
All right, you said you were looking forward to it. I didn't see it. Mom was watching a period drama.
I experience those every month.
It might literally have been Columbo. That was a joke, but...
Darn, that actor you like had a good part. He turned out to be the killer, though. Oh, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it, though. I wish we had a VCR like yours.
Oof. Hey, kids in chat. And kids in future chat. Do any of you know what a VCR is?
Oh, hello, eggs.
I was thinking about this the other day. There was a cover of a song that mentions an iPod, and I'm like, do kids know what an iPod is? They don't still make iPods, do they?
They did when I worked at Target.
So they're not that old yet. I mean, they are. But
Yeah,
they're still being made.
We were still selling
maybe.
shitty ass iPod touches, if you recall.
You can record music, shows, and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing. How many houses on the island have one, though? Yeah, I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record and keep TV programs is the best. You love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like.
Hit her with the other one. Talk about summer break.
So I guess you'll be heading back to the mainland soon, now that the Obon holidays are over? Yeah, I head back to my boarding school in 3 days. But I've only gone till the day after tomorrow to take it easy here. Right, so time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you. Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days. What am I gonna do? Guess whatever she wants advice on is time sensitive.
You haven't knocked out all.
Yeah, these aren't
any of
cleared.
these.
Yeah.
You really can't get enough of your TV. Huh? You think I watch too much? How much did you watch this summer? Well... Guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home. Nice! You should thank old man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want. We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. Makes it so damn hard for me to keep up with the conversations at school, you know? TV's just got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame him either. It is pretty fun. Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news.
There's a lot more dialogue here than I was expecting about TV shows.
Yeah? What happened? Someone set us up the bomb. They said an Ama diver on the mainland went missing at sea. Yeah, I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. Apparently they're still searching, but it goes to show how dangerous being an Ama diver is. Yeah, even I've had a couple of moments out there that have been way too close. When the catch is right in front of you, it's easy to think you could just go a little bit further and end up pushing it just a little too far.
Tell me about it. Drowned several times.
Sounds scary. You be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a little while back, there was that story about an old human bones found on the seabed near Toba. Whoa! I never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy. Maybe it was just someone who went missing at sea. I hope it isn't, like, a curse or anything. Yeah, the sea can be pretty scary. The old Ama grannies always told us. We islanders live with the sea. Never forget how fearsome it can be. So that's why the Ama divers wear charms and mind the proper rites, right? Yeah, gratitude, manners, and the restraint towards the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving.
How is there still more to say about TV shows?
You know, Sato, compared to when you first arrived on the island, you're really brightened up. Might be all thanks to the TV. Oh, was I really that gloomy before? Yeah, up till about a month ago, I felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. It was like you were kind of depressed all the time. Like nothing in the world really mattered to you.
This fucking slow zoom on this expression is like, damn.
Oof! But that's how I came off. Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack jokes like you do now either. But this you? Way better. Having fun stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. I'll try to keep up the positivity.
You can't possibly have anything else to say about TV shows, okay.
So I accidentally minimized. So the plans you were talking about for the day after tomorrow. I guess it's a get-together with the others before you head back? Yeah, but that's right. Plans with Hazami and Yuza. Couldn't really give them much time this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a bit left out. Makes sense. You're pretty close friends. Totally! Even grown up, they still do the dumbest stuff. Can't just leave them be. Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy it without me then. No way! They're the lucky ones to have someone as cute as you come along with me.
Raising an eyebrow.
I told you.
Man, I can't believe my summer break's almost already coming to
Listen,
an end.
Maybe we're reading too much into it, but between these two groups of people we've met so far, there are some undertones going on.
I mean, I just looked at, when I looked at Sato, I was like, transgender.
That's what happened when I looked at the main character. Like, the fact that he's doing a thing that is traditionally a woman's job is already, like... And wearing his mom's clothes.
Not fair.
And I'm like, I don't think the game will go there, but what if it does, though?
Egg.
Did you read this?
this already.
So, okay.
Yes. I was really resisting the... I guess my summer vacation is over.
Sorry, Roxas.
Sorry, Roxas.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, I'm ready. I'll just say it. Go ahead.
She has a crush on one of the boys.
So the thing is, I think I like someone.
Fucking kills me.
Right, go on. Well, I'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. Want to tell him how I feel while I'm still on the island.
Yeah, it is one of those dipshits.
Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamashima's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I, probably know a thing or two that can help.
no.
For sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous, but I can tell that you mean it. Thanks. I just don't really know what to do. So, which of the two is the lucky guy?
Hey, it could be anybody.
Who do you mean? Oh, no way! Don't tell me you think I like Azami or Yuza. Wait, do you mean it's not one of them? Me falling for one of them? Not a chance. They're basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them. Oops. Sorry, I just assumed. I call myself the living, walking, talking encyclopedia brag I've seen it all on TV, but I guess I don't really know anything. Sorry, this is so embarrassing. I'm just gonna go die now. Whoa, don't sweat it, really. No dying. But then, who is it? No point in dragging out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro. He looks so stupid.
What is his fuck-ass haircut?
No, it's his stupid collar.
His $10 haircut and his popped collar.
Oh, Mr. Wakamaru-san, I see. He's sincere, smart, and pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, and he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid. Figured he'd never be interested. Now I go to school in the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as an AMA diver. I think he might see me more as an adult now. More than before, anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. So do you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island? Maybe, so I'll just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up. Then tell him, I'm with you.
fell in love with a college boy. Foolish girl. Foolish girl.
You're 17. Stop it.
Stop that. And
He,
if this-
him, and pronouns. Stop it.
And if this guy doesn't shoot you down, you don't want him.
I still want to. I want to tell Shotaro how I feel by the day after tomorrow. What do you think I should do? You're staying with the Wakamarus right now, yeah? Know anything about him that might help? Oh, I'm afraid Miss Encyclopedia may not have that kind of info. You don't have much info at all, do you?
Damn. Savage.
I mean, he's honestly not home most of the time. Because there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do, checking in on folk all over the island.
I'm all guy.
I'm Olive guy.
Like, I don't suppose you know if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or something. I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo's packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him wouldn't be left alone for long.
Happy gay Christmas the whole month long.
Well, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with anyone. What about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get? Let me think. Sorry, nothing's coming to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. Oh, come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with me is more than enough. You gotta stop joking about dying like that.
What made you think it was a joke?
Maybe this is why I feel a kinship with her. Because
Yeah.
I also want to die.
Oh, Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now. We can plan from there. How does that sound? Well, it sounds good. Thank you so much, Sato.
August 6, 1980X, afternoon, Kamishima, Tori.
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 So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, but in the end, nothing else matters. Writing a love letter and handing it to him is the best call. That's the plan, yeah? Yep, since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. Classic method. Like it. You're heading out to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, weather's looking good. Alrighty, then I'll ask him to come to the bay a little afternoon. That work for you? Yeah, I just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course, I'll fix it up even if it kills me. Thanks, I'll write it even if it kills me, too. I'm already so nervous.
Hey, you two over there.
Huh? How I think it is?
Hey,
Fuck-ass
it's me.
guy. It's me, Shotaro.
Me, Jotaro.
Well, you've changed his voice. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
It is Shotaro. Oh, wow. Speak of the devil.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Magnate's son, Shotaro Wakamura.
Oh, he's totally glowing as usual. Is something wrong?
Have you seen Azumi? He didn't show up to today's association meeting.
Oh, I see. I haven't seen him today. I think I know where he is. I'll go get him.
Oh, you do? Knew I could count on you, Tsukasa. I'll let you handle it then. Fucking hell.
I hate him so much.
He hasn't
Sure,
done
no
anything.
problem. Look at him!
I mean, yeah, but like, that could mean anything.
Oh man, he called me by my name. I'm so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yes, let's. First off, let's find those two. Bet they're up at the Conte Kisho ruins. Let's go, Sato. Right behind you.
Fucking Dragon Quest complete noise. I mean, we gotta know what that's about, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you take the woman if we want. I didn't know she was gonna be an important character.
I love taking the women.
I didn't realize she was going to be an important character. Mrs. Shiki, there you are. Sorry for calling you all the way out here.
Not at all. Thank you for bringing the case. I hear you've got an unusual corpse on your hands.
Well, forensics aren't here yet, so I honestly don't know whether I can even be called a corpse or not.
Why do you look like this?
His fuck-ass hair. Why is he a beetle?
Fuck you, beetle, right?
Right. But I do know that it'll cause a stir if anyone catches sight of it. So right now, we're just trying to keep the busybodies away. Oh, sure, I'm glad it happened while you were still here, though. What with you being the Tokyo Metropolitan Police and all.
Oh.
Prefectural Police Detective Masaru Ide. Oh no.
Ringo, I'm the detective now.
Detective Ringo. That's all I'm gonna remember this fucking guy's name as.
Where's our cadaver then?
Still in the water over there where it was found. Feel free to go ahead and examine it.
Sure. Over there. I see.
Vision ability on. Oh, hey,
Hey, man.
Sorry. I just immediately saw it through the bars.
Yeah, it's really just like... It's also very clearly a 3D model, I think, which is very funny to me. Police officer, police officer. Why do they have them spaced out like this?
Just in case.
Local police have closed the area to make sure bystanders can't get close.
If they're standing too close to each other, they might get hit by the Weezer gun. What? That does say vision ability on. What the fuck? Okay.
This is Futamigaura, the coastline just northeast of Ise City.
Oh, wait, Ide is the fucking...
Yeah,
is the beetle.
it's a pretty popular location for tourists. There are several beaches nearby as well, so a bunch of people are milling around.
Certainly is an impressive sight. It's too bad we couldn't come here as simple tourists.
I guess we weren't done with the surroundings, technically.
The sound of the waves and the buzz from the onlooker filled the air around us. I suppose it's inevitable that the police being around would draw people's attention. Just hope it doesn't cause a commotion.
Now, to be fair, neither of you two look like police.
Is there anything that stands out to you so far, Soto?
I'd like to get a better grasp on the details before saying anything, I think. What about you, man? Sorry, the eyes shifting really fucking scared me for some reason.
Okay. What do we know what the situation was when the corpse was found?
I just got here as well, so I'm not clear on the details myself. But from the sounds of it, a local civilian happened to cross it about an hour ago as they were passing by. They got us on the scene immediately, so no one else should have seen it.
That's a relief. We don't want people working themselves into a frenzy over this. Where's that local now?
We've got someone taking their statement in a nearby police box. I'll let you know when we get more info there.
Please do.
Alright, did you have anything else? Oh, nope. Alright, let's examine the body. Oh!
I see. So this is the corpse in question, is it?
This looks more like a... what do they call it? A figurehead or whatever. Like from a boat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unusual is certainly one word for it.
It's all dried up now, almost like it's been mummified. But apart from that, it's pretty safe to say this is a mermaid, right?
Let's take a closer look at it.
Tail. The body's lower half is identical to a fish tail. If this was a fish, it'd be a pretty huge one.
Okay, there we go. It would seem like the fish half of the body begins from the shoulders downward.
All the mermaids I've ever heard of have had the fish half start from the waist down. If it is a fake, maybe whoever made it didn't do their research.
Really? Several of the mermaids described in old Japanese legends had their faces as the only human part, though.
Seriously? Guess that makes me the one who didn't do their research then. As you can see, there's no doubt it has a human head. That's the main reason we went ahead with treating it as a corpse.
That makes sense. I can't imagine anyone would have had seen a creature like this before, after all.
If it really is a mermaid, wouldn't this be a pretty huge discovery?
It's not the sort of thing we'll be able to make public, that's for sure. I don't suppose we have any way of confirming their identity.
Their identity? Given the state of the body, it'd probably be difficult to confirm based on facial features, but we might have a chance using dental records.
DNA from here?
Though that would depend on it if they've ever had a dental exam.
I see. That makes sense. I've said this quite a lot.
Oh, we're done with the tail. We were not done with the torso. This really is a corpse. I wonder when they died. I doubt their body would have ended up this desiccated if it had been in the sea this whole time. You think there's a possibility that they died, shriveled up into a mummy-like state, and their body fell into the sea and got washed up here?
Makes for quite the enigma, that's for sure. Is that Paul McCartney? I think... Who is it? Is this John? I think it's John, right? Because this you usually...
We always say this is Ringo, but I don't actually know which one sounds like that, if any.
But you always say...
This is the Ringo voice, but...
You see, but you always talk to Ringo with that voice.
No, I talk... Ringo, unless... No, I mentioned John.
Shut the fuck up.
And then Ava just calls me Rongo.
Well, yeah, the fifth Beatle.
Yeah. No sign of any external wounds. I can't say anything that could have caused their death, at least. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning toward it being a fake of some kind. What do you think?
It's true that many of the mermaid mummies discovered were ultimately found to have been man-made in origin.
You know what, actually, I'll read that one. Files, probably.
Traditions and his... Oh, I know, it's
Mermaid Mummy.
Ah.
Good God. Relics believed to have been either embalmed or mummified remains of mermaids are preserved in temples throughout Japan. Among them, several are said to bestow blessings such as eternal youth and longevity or sound health and are treated as objects of worship. In the 1970s, some garnered so much attention after being featured on TV that people traveled en masse to see them, prompting some temples and shrines to discontinue public viewings. Mermaid mummies have also been documented in other countries. In the 1800s, the exhibition of mermaid mummies as exotic curios became a widespread phenomenon across Europe and the United States. Although these mummies were originally believed to be genuine, subsequent analysis revealed fibers from materials such as wood and paper made in their composition, exposing them to be man-made in origin. The quality of some mermaid mummies crafted in Japan during the Edo period were particularly high, with several being widely circulated, especially in Europe. However, the revelation that many of these mermaids were man-made does not disprove the existence of mermaids, and debate on the topic continues even today. Alright. Sure. You won't find me complaining if it is. No need to investigate a fake corpse, after all. Maybe that's being too optimistic, though.
It's Mr. Beetle.
Mr.
We'll
Beetle.
just have to see. Thank you!
Oh, no.
We'll just have to see about that, won't we?
When I first saw this expression, I thought they must have died in unbelievable agony. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like they look almost satisfied. Could be just my imagination, though.
I took to completion before they died. Satisfied, She's just fucking solid snaking this guy.
A little bit. What else is there to click on? Oh, nothing. Back. What do you think, man?
Is there anything that stands out to you so far, Soto?
I'd like to get a... Okay.
We originally came to Mie from Tokyo to investigate another case. With so many other incidents occurring, I can't help but get the sinking feeling. Something troublesome is about to happen. Detective Ide has been a huge help to us so far. We might be able to reveal some of our circumstances to him.
If we really do have a mermaid on our hands, do you think all those stories about becoming immortal from eating mermaid flesh are true?
Oh, so you're curious about that too, Detective?
Well, I don't know if I'd actually want to eat it, though. Living forever doesn't necessarily mean you'll be happy, you know?
True.
Besides, I can't say I find the thought of eating meat from this thing all that appealing.
I see. So I suppose that's a natural response. But there are plenty of people who would be interested in getting their hands on this corpse for that exact reason.
I can see that. We might even have people fighting over if it gets out. All the more reason to try to keep it hidden. Sure is a troublesome thing we got on our hands here. Yeah, that's all you've got. Done with the corpse.
This is Masaru Ide, a detective from the local police. He's acting as my point of contact when I'm over here, as well as providing any support I need. I don't doubt he's quite a troublesome assignment. There are a lot of things that need to be kept secret, for one. But he's been very good at not prying into the particulars while doing what needs to be done. Occasional grumbling notwithstanding. Given what this case has ended up involving, though, those particulars may end up remaining undisclosed for very much longer.
I'm Masaru Ide.
35 years old.
35 years old. I'm younger than him still. Woo!
I mean, how old is the lady?
I don't think we know. Oh, no, we do. Secret.
It's secret.
Secret.
A housewife. She is 150 years old.
Let's have a think.
First things first, let's by taking a good look at the corpse.
I did that. There was nothing else to click on. Right?
Yeah. No, I think you got it, dude.
There's nothing else here.
Did you
Study this guy.
This is Soto Kiri. He's worked with me as my assistant for a long time now. Although he usually makes his living as a psychic detective.
Fuck yeah.
He's not officially with the police, but with my assignments being what they are, he has special permission to accompany me on my investigations.
Gotcha. I'm assuming she works for the same thing that Tsutsumi did in the last game.
The hat guy?
The fucking the old detective man from the last game where he works in the fucked up supernatural incidents department. It's an independent psychic who makes his living as Japan's only psychic detective. He has no permanent residence, instead traveling through the country for training and resolving any metaphysical incidents he comes across. Primary spiritual ability, curses. The ability to use particular curses to inflict harm or otherwise negative effects on others. Effects range from forcibly blinding a target or binding a target in place to dealing fatal wounds. The stronger the curse's effect, the greater the burden on the user. Shagan, the ability to see the face of a deceased individual from their remains, allowing for recreation of their features via portrait sketch. Only a small piece of the deceased remains is necessary to use this ability. That's crazy. However, enough of the thoughts and desires of the dead individual must remain for it to be effective. The Feast of Shadows. That is the same thing as from the previous game.
Yeah.
The ability to create a domain in which the potency and range of certain types of spiritual abilities are increased. Only effective at night, Soto himself is able to create a domain up to 1 kilometer in range. His family has a shrine. He was born with spirit energy. Yeah. Cool. Do you have anything now? Oh, there we go.
Well, I think we have a decent grasp of the situation now. What's your opinion, Soto?
First of all, based on the state of the corpse, I think it's safe to say this is another case of the curse of the Forsaken Fish. Some of the residual curse energy is still lingering around the body.
Just as expected. I suppose that's no surprise.
Huh? What was that just now?
I heard a sound. What's that about?
What's that about?
We'll try to explain our understanding of the case so far, Detective. I realize some of it might sound a bit absurd, but please bear with us. This corpse is neither a fake, nor could it be called a mermaid. It is the remains of a human, one transformed into a fish, as the result of a curse.
A what? A former human? And a curse too? It's pretty hard to know what to say to that. One thing's for sure, that's not going to fly in the case report by itself. Mind explaining a bit more for me?
Of course. Let's start with an explanation of our circumstances. First, I suppose I should start with a brief explanation of the department I work for.
Wait, aren't you part of some secret department in the security division over in Tokyo? Are you sure you should be telling me something like that? I'm not gonna get caught up in any troublesome business if you do, am I?
No need to worry. I doubt it will come to that. Probably.
Oh no.
Our work is mostly kept a secret because it's something of a pain to find people who will accept, let alone understand, the circumstances each time.
Fair.
But you've been very supportive so far, so I can't imagine that will be a problem.
Well, if you really insist, go ahead, I guess.
As you say, my department is indeed part of the security division. Its proper name is the Paranormal Affairs Bureau.
Yep, that is the same one as Sutsumi. Huh? Paranormal Affairs Bureau. That's a cool-ass logo.
Birds.
Name suggests specialized investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomenon. Current is the name of a Quiru Nagagoshi. The term Nagagoshi case serves as a code name used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. Jeez, the Paranormal Affairs Bureau, huh? This reminds me of our song, It's Okay to Leave a Dog in a Hot Car. I believe John wrote that one. Wait, I think I'm Ringo. Never mind. Though if there really are cases, unclear. Though if there really are cases of spiritual phenomena causing harm around the place, I guess it's not that hard to believe there'd be some sort of organization to deal with them within the police.
Besides, I'm glad you're so quick on the uptake, Rongo.
Well, after seeing that corpse over there, there's not much else I can do but believe it, you know? Oh, does that mean you have spirit sense, or some other sort of psychic powers?
Not to any notable degree, I'm afraid. As mentioned, I'm primarily a housewife. If you ask me, I would rather sort all this out and get back home to my husband as soon as possible.
Right.
I did air quotes. Soto here was my husband's protege when he used to work as a psychic, though. He helps me out on any work I'm assigned to.
I'm responsible for handling any spiritual work that comes up, yes. Spiritual work, huh? Hearing you say that like it's just another job makes me feel like we're talking about another industry entirely. But if you really are just a housewife, Miss Shiki, why are you working for a special unit like that? I know it's none of my business, but if your husband is a psychic, wouldn't all this be more his line of work?
True. Personally, I'd also rather our roles were reversed, but he's the housewife now. There are several reasons why that unfortunately can't be the case.
I see. I don't really know your circumstances, but it sounds pretty tough. Either way, I should be good to put this down as a paranormal affairs case, right?
That should be fine, yes. You can leave the rest of the investigation to us. We'll also handle the report. More specifically, so Look at his fucking expression.
What the fuck?
He's bugging.
Really? Thanks, that's a great help. Not again. Occupation, Eaton Sai Shiki's wife. Age, secret.
Paranormal Affairs employee. Yes.
Balances work as a housewife with her position as a full-time employee of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. In appearance, she has a surprisingly free-spirited personality, intends to find anything she has no interest in too bothersome to take seriously. Things that do catch her attention, on the other hand, often command all of it, and she will actively involve herself in looking into them. She utterly adores her husband, swooning in admiration whenever the topic turns to him, and she is also viewed with affection by her co-workers who call her ma'am. Out of the 5 full-time members of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. Woof.
Well, the rest cannot be full-time
hey.
because they're all children.
Oh, hey, look. He's mentioned.
Yeah.
Even so, she was chosen to be part of the Bureau as a leader for very particular reasons. Reason known only to a handful of people close to her. There was one other member of the Bureau who had no paranormal powers to speak of, veteran police detective Tetsuo Tsutsumi, and the two occasionally worked together on investigations. When dispatched on assignments now, she always pairs up with the freelance psychic detective Soto Kiryu, leaving all paranormal-related procedures and often her much-despised paperwork to him.
True.
Yeah, so it does mention Tsutsumi. It's neat that this is in the same, like, world.
It'd be weird if it wasn't.
How much time we got? We got half an hour. That's time for the rest of this conversation, I hope. So, does that mean you came all the way to Mie because you knew something like this was going to happen?
Oh, that's awfully perceptive. I suppose you could say that, yes, at the very least, the situation hasn't come as a huge surprise.
Ah, if that's the case. Was the body from the other day one of those cases too, then? We just keep finding flashbacks. Oh, he has his own chapters too. I knew there would be more than 3.
It was indeed, yes.
Seriously, that does sound like a pain to deal with. I bet our chief knew all about this when he assigned me to the case.
If it lessens the burden, you've been a great help to us so far, Detective.
The way his eyes
like a
flash
Latino
over
marriage,
every
I wish.
time is fucking crazy.
He's a very observant.
I don't mind occult stuff, so I've been asking all these questions out of curiosity. But it's probably best I don't get too involved in all this paranormal business, right? You must have had a good reason for keeping it under wraps after all.
I think that would be wise, yes.
What is a lavender marriage? Is that like the marriage that you do so that you can be a lesbian? Is that the thing?
Both are gay.
Ah, I see. Nodding. Talk about curses. Still, I never would have
Fuck,
thought
cunt, shit, bullshit, cum, cock.
Cum's not a curse. You can talk about cum as
Yeah,
much as you like. God won't care.
That's what you like to think, Ringo. Cumus Acalium!
What?
You have been cursed with Cumus Acalium.
Oh.
The cum will Acalium in your cum.
Oh
You will
no.
die in 5 days
Oh no.
from the cum Acalium.
I see. Still, I never would have thought there's a curse out there that can turn people into fish. And it only half worked, so the victim ended up looking like a mermaid. That's bound to cause misunderstandings.
The curse is originally meant to turn a person's whole body into that of a fish. But the victim died before the transformation was completed, so it stopped before it could reach that point. The vast majority of the mermaids discovered over the years are either man-made fakes or victims of the same curse.
That's crazy. I see. To be honest, part of me was kind of excited when I first saw what it looked like. I thought it might mean there are really mermaids out there, you know? Exactly like the ones you hear about in stories.
I'm afraid we can neither confirm or deny things there.
Oh, I get why you were asking about the corpse's identity now. It's because you realize they used to be human, right?
Yes, that's right. Very recently, too. The transformation likely happened yesterday, or even earlier today.
What? That recently? Someone could really end up in a state like this after just a day?
They certainly could.
This expression sure is something.
It could even happen to you, Ringo.
Huh. Seriously? These curses sure are scary. I'll get forensics to take a look when they get here then.
Yes, do. The investigator in question has worked on paranormal affairs cases before, so they shouldn't need any explanation.
Alright, the case from yesterday. Great, that should save us some effort then. Talk about curses. Cursed one day, a mummified corpse the next. Sure is a scary world we live in. You know, I sometimes find myself wondering if I have a bit of spirit sense as well. There have been times I've caught sight of strange things when walking down a road at night. And when I looked into it later, I found the place I'd walked by had been the site of an accident or the like.
Oh, that might be the real deal then.
It's definitely a possibility. I would advise not going too close to anything you see of that nature. It becomes easier for them to target you if they realize you're aware of them, you see. Geez, what would happen then? I guess I'd end up possessed or something. There is that danger, yes, in the event you are possessed. You may find yourself afflicted by headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations. Memory problems and impaired thinking are also not unheard of. Headaches and muscle stiffness definitely ring a bell. I sure hope it isn't the work of some spirit. Do people have their personalities take over when they're possessed too? It may be possible with spirits who've had a very close relationship to their target, such as if they were siblings or were parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. The negative effects I just mentioned are primarily caused by the two parties not being in sync. That's good to know, I think. Even if a spirit were to successfully possess someone, it would only be to pressure them to behave in ways that wouldn't be unusual for the individual in question. I see, but in that case, there's no way of knowing whether you're behaving that way of your own will or not, right? Exactly, hence the prevalence of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Huh? So that's how things work there. As far as I know, I haven't been having any problems like that though, so I think I should be fine. Ma'am.
What is it?
Perhaps I could use my Shagan ability to see if it produces any results.
Please stop shagging the corpse.
Shag on! I fucking... I slam a condom into my belt like a fucking common rider.
That's an excellent idea. I almost forgot we had such a handy trick up our sleeve.
Shag on? What does that do?
Patience detective. You will seen soon enough.
Right. I heard a sound effect. There.
Shag on.
It's done.
Oh, you well did it. Well done, Soto.
What's all this then?
Soto can see the faces of the deceased from a piece of their remains. However small, he can then sketch their features based on what he saw.
Ah, so that's how you got your sketch of the victim in that other case. An ability like that would be priceless if we could use it on the Force, you know.
Well, I hear it doesn't always work, so it's unfortunately not foolproof. So, what did our victim look like?
You have any bets? I kind of bet it's going to look like that kid's mom.
Ringo.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I think so. About that, I think it might be faster to see for yourself.
This face. It's Somekawa.
Wait. Somekawa? You can't mean.
Oh, but
I must
can.
assume that's the end of a chapter, yep. So is there like a... Oh, okay. I thought he would be part of a separate timeline. What does red mean? Or are they just... I think these are just different. These are just their dialogue colors. Never mind.
I'm trying to figure out why this one isn't fully covered.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, no, that's before it. Okay, that's like
Yes.
a prequel. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, because this one's a flashback.
Yeah, go to flashback. Yeah, I see.
Date unknown, August 1980X, morning, Toba City, Ijika Town. Welcome, ma'am. I've been waiting for you. The site where the bones were found is a little ways offshore from this beach.
You went ahead and started the investigation, I see. Thanks for that.
Not at all. Your clearing everything with the local police meant all I had to do was arrive and inspect the remains myself. To get straight to the point, there is no doubt. Signs of a curse are clearly evident. The skeletal remains are tied to a supernatural incident.
It seems I was right to trust my intuition on this one. Alright then. Let me hear the full report.
Understood. He's very tall. This is the town of Ijika in Toba City. The area is a historic place known for its ama divers.
Oh, I know it well. It's almost famous as the film location for one of Japan's most well-known monster films.
Oh, fun.
Japanese Monster from the Black Lagoon.
Well, I wouldn't know about that myself, ma'am, but you seem unusually well versed in that area.
Those old tokusatsu films are the best. You should watch some for yourself, Soto.
As you wish. I'll look into it. Sure.
Godzilla.
Go. I fucking heard
They
Go
say
Go
he's
Go
got
Godzilla on the radio at work the other day, and I was really fucking... I was pretty stoked about that one.
They say he's got to go. Go, Godzilla.
Go
By the
Godzilla.
Blue Oyster. For Don't Fear the Reaper. And various other tunes.
To begin, shall we review the details of the case?
Is that really necessary?
Summarizing may help us notice something we missed.
Not a day goes past that I don't admire your diligence, Soto.
My thanks. I'll strive to be brief. A few days ago, a fisherman off the coast here hauled up a long, rod-like object. It resembled a human bone, so he notified the police. That was about 10 days ago.
So we fished it up completely by chance.
Following that, the police conducted an underwater investigation of the surrounding area. They discovered multiple skeletal remains in a fissure beneath the rocks. All the remains were already severely deteriorated, with each being several years to several decades old. As a result, forensics struggled to identify the victims. There was just too little to go on. Only fragments of the skulls remained, so facial reconstruction was apparently not possible.
Hardly surprising in such a state. Still, with your ability, we hardly need facial reconstruction, do we?
Indeed, I'll report my discoveries shortly.
You know, one possibility comes to mind. Will you humor me?
Please, go ahead.
I wonder if those skeletal remains could be the victims of the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster from 5 years ago.
Regrettably, that is not the case. I mean, that was my initial thought too, but
Oh, darn it!
please don't sound so defeated. Forensics confirmed 5 bodies in total, but they said that each had decomposed over a different length of time.
Oh, meaning they didn't all die at the same time.
Correct. The most recent appears to date back 6 years. The others go back some 10 years before that, and another 10, and another 10, and so on. So,
So roughly 1 body every 2.
indeed, I imagine that any older remains may have simply decayed entirely.
Which means someone's been using that fissure as a place to dump corpses for decades?
She looks fucking pissed. Surrounded by rock and with minimal currents in the area, it's unlikely they drifted there naturally. Had that bone not been fished up by chance, we'd never have known. In other words, it was an ideal site for quietly disposing of bodies.
So this was no accident. Someone did this. I imagine quite some resentment must have piled up in the years.
Indeed, but I've already cleansed the lingering resentment in the area. Leaving such resentment to fester could lead to a curse manifesting after all.
Efficient as always.
My thanks. Can I talk for a bit about this kind of like supernatural investigation, especially since it's like a period kind of thing? Like it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
you know, like the 80s. This is so exactly my shit.
Yeah.
This is the shit that I love.
Like Rido.
Yes. There is one more point of concern that all the remains have in common.
Go on.
Each body bore a clean, precise cut, clearly severed.
Severed? You're saying they were sliced straight through the bone?
Exactly. Each was sliced through the bone, with all with a clean cut as smooth as the last. Forensics noted that reproducing such uniform cuts would be extremely difficult. Even with industrial equipment, such precision would have been unachievable decades ago.
I was just noticing beforehand, she's got a bunch of marks on the right side of her neck if she turns it again.
One possible explanation is that a master swordsman wielding a razor-sharp katana cleaved each of them in a single stroke.
Well, yes, well that would certainly explain it. But warriors don't exactly run around with swords in this day. Which brings us to the possibility of a curse, I suppose.
Correct. If the cuts were made by supernatural means, the rules change. And as it turns out, there were traces of a curse at each of the severed points.
It was just a matter of time until we...
Also, for the briefest moment, I glimpsed a curse echo that looked like a warrior in armor.
A curse echo in armor.
I was curious how they were gonna do the, like the curses, if they were gonna keep that consistent. Because, like, the seven mysteries obviously were a thematic thing, but, like, I was curious if the rules were going to be similar. Yes, judging from the crest on its armor and given our location, it appears to be a curse tied to the Heike.
Right, the Heike.
You are familiar with the Heike, I assume? No.
The Heike? I'm not too sure.
The Heike were a branch of the Taira clan, a warrior family who rose to power at the end of the Heian period. From their base in Ise province, they expanded their influence, reaching great heights under Taira no Kiyomori. But in their pride, they were defeated by the Genji in what is now known as the Genpei War.
Ah, yes, of course, I knew that.
The tale of the Heike preserved just how prosperous they were before they fell. Many who lived through their downfall carry deep regrets. Their resentment is especially persistent. Many traces remain even today, and they can be quite meddlesome.
Indeed. You hear about it all over the place, I guess. Even by expert standards, quite the problem.
The Heike. Oh my god.
Oh god, there's a genealogy.
No, 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 no. Oh, Lord. What's more, the katana the curse echo carried I believe it may have been the famed blade Nukemaru.
Nukemaru? Nukemaru?
Yes, a blade passed down through the Heike, once wielded by Taira no Tadamori.
I see. It would seem your love of swords have proved rather useful. So what you're saying is that these skeletal remains were cut and killed by the power of Tadamori's curse.
I can't say it was Tadamori himself, but I am confident it was a curse from someone within the Heike. At the very least, it offers an explanation for those mysteriously perfect cuts.
But the body's being dumped every decade. Surely that can't be the curse too, can it?
Correct. I imagine that part likely involves further intervention by someone else.
So this wasn't an accident, but some spontaneous curse. There's a perpetrator out there.
Indeed. However, I can't imagine any psychic with enough power to wield such a curse would dispose of bodies so poorly. My theory is that someone is using a cursed stone. They're killing through its curse, then discarding the bodies.
A curse?
Think of it as a talisman that lets even those without spirit sense use the power of curses. They're created when intense resentment fuses with a suitable relic.
That sounds dangerously convenient.
There were a few incidents involving curse stones in Tokyo last year, actually. Didn't you hear?
Oh, now that you mentioned it, that somewhat rings a bell. The previous game.
The previous game.
So in short, whoever's behind this possesses a stone imbued with the Hake's curse. They use it to kill someone roughly every decade, dumping the body into the sea.
Yes, that aligns with the evidence. Thank you for the summary.
Now then, about those skeletal remains. Were you able to use your Shagan, Shodo?
Yes, I did. It only worked on the most recent body, though, the one from 6 years ago. By viewing part of the remains, I was able to reconstruct a portrait sketch of how he looked when he was alive. Here is a copy. I've already provided one to the police as well.
Impressive. That ability of yours remained quite the asset.
Not always. There are times when the vision just doesn't come through. It's far from infallible. Besides, there are those who could simply speak directly with the victim's spirit and ask who did it.
Even so, none of those methods would hold up as admissible evidence in court. But as a lead in our investigation, more than enough. Excellent work.
Thank you. We had the police compare the sketch against missing people from 6 years ago, but no matches were found.
Darn. Would have made things much easier.
Detective Ide is continuing the investigation.
Ah, the detective with the local police. I've heard he's good. Let's hope he proves.
Toba seabed skeletons. Alright. Boy, we're not done with that, huh?
Say, Soto, that sketch of yours. Maybe we should show it to the local.
Ah, good point. Someone might recognize him if they were around here 6 years ago. If we can identify the victim, it could help us trace the one who used the curse.
I guess we
Yeah,
can't
she does
just
look like she's
leave-
got like a burn mark or something.
Yeah. We can't just leave things be now that we know there's a curse involved. It's a common thing to have, like, bruises from ghosts and, like, I think Japanese stuff.
Ah, okay.
Honestly, I'd rather not deal with it.
There you go again. Are you sure that's something you should be saying out loud?
Obviously not. Just want to get this over with and go home, that's all.
Yes, yes, we all know how much you love your home.
Making a face.
We can get through one or two more of these, probably.
You can see the sea from here all the way to Kamishima. Do you sense anything out there, Soto?
Yes, I do. The waters south of Kamishima are saturated with the powerful presence of the Curse of the Raging Waves. I can sense it even from this distance, that's how strong it is.
Is that so? Looking out to sea, I can't see a thing.
I just hope that means we've made it in time.
Even during the disaster 5 years ago, the energy was never this overwhelming. The seal is broken, there's no doubt about it.
So it's already broken. That isn't. The sea still seems calm, though. Does the storm not break out immediately?
Yes, something seems to be holding it back for now.
Oh, there's a silver lining at least.
Have a good night, Sheep. It seems stable for the moment. We should probably have 2 or 3 days of safety.
And we've got a bit of breathing room. Perhaps there's still something we can do.
Curse of Raging Waves. A curse caused an outbreak of turbulent waves and violent storms in the seas around Kamishima. It is said the curse was born from the resentment of the former residents of Taishima, an island once located to the south of Kamishima, after someone brought about its destruction. Some believe that several of the disasters that have struck Kamishima in the past were actually caused by this curse in some manner, including the Kamishima South Sea disaster that occurred 5 years ago. The person accused of bringing the curse to Kamishima was called the Raging Waves Curse Bearer and was shunned by the island's inhabitants. Oh. That's probably not relevant.
Definitely not.
One more.
I hope we can do something about the curse of the raging waves while it's still being held back.
Yes, but despite all efforts, we still haven't found a way to lift the curse. We might have quite a struggle ahead of us.
That's really the heart of the problem, isn't it? And we have no idea where your ancestors' keepsake is, either.
I apologize on behalf of my family. Alright, I think that is a good place to pause.
House.
So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm actually going to go on break real quick. I'm not going to stop streaming because I'm going to be playing TTT with the Thoughtspire folks right after this, but I am going to go on break while I figure that out and refill my water and get a snack and stuff. So, all of you have a good night. Bye-bye.